Hey guys, Glenn here from everychordandscale.com. Today we're going to look at G major, 2 octaves, 2 hands in the same direction. All right, let's go into it, guys. So let's just have a quick look at that. All right, I'll move my head down here. Much better. All right, so G major, it's the same as C major if you've already done that in terms of your fingering. Not as in the fingers are the same on the same notes, but it's the same pattern. Here is our C major scale, right, where we go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to do the same thing, but we're starting on G. Now, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, if you were doing 4 octaves, you'd keep going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep following that pattern until the very end, the last note, you'd use your pinky. All right? It's not the greatest of finger exercises in the world, just because the fact is you only use your pinky once on both hands. All right? So you've got to do some other finger exercises as well if you want to get really good. But we're just doing G major scale today anyway. All right? So it's got an F sharp in it. And so yeah, fourth finger on the F sharp for the right hand. I always think, at least at some point in time in my thinking of scales, I always try and think of what is my fourth finger going to be playing on each hand, right? So, and in the case of G major, in the left hand, I'm going to be playing fourth finger A, and you'll notice I've written that in the first octave here. Here it is there, right? So you got fourth finger there, and on the F sharp here. Now there's no sharp there, but because of this guy here, the key signature means that all Fs are F sharp in that key, right? So G major scale, 2 octaves, that's just going up. Of course, it's the same thing, but just backwards. Now, you might want to practice it contrary motion, like that, which just means the opposite direction. You might want to practice it that way. It is a little bit tricky in that you're playing an F sharp when you're playing an A here, and then the F sharp and the A when you're down there like that, right? It's a little bit tricky. C major scale contrary motion is a lot easier, right? Same fingers happening at the same time, and of course, it's just white notes. That's fairly easy. Contrary motion when you're playing other, E flat major scale or E major scale or B major scale, they start to get a little bit more complicated, but G major is not too hard because you just got that one black note. But this is going the same direction, right? So that's what we're going to focus on today. So I'll come down here, right? So we're going to do G, thumb and fifth finger to start with. All right, it's after the first 3 notes that you're going to change, right? So you're going to bring that thumb under. Now, as you're doing it, make sure you're slowly bringing that thumb across, all right? Don't hold that position and then jump across, all right? You want to slowly do that, move across. Now, as you practice scales, just as a general rule, you want to practice them slowly and accurately, and then you also want to practice your scales, in faster, right? But if you don't practice them at slow at some point in time, it's going to be very difficult to speed it up, right? So when you're practicing it slow, it's not just practicing slow that makes practicing slow good, right? The point of why is practicing slow good? Well, it's good if practicing slow is only good if you are actually being deliberate with how you play, how you place your fingers down, all right? So, you want to be preparing those fingers. You're doing them slowly like that, right? Keeping them high off the piano, preparing them. That's how you'd practice it slowly, okay? All right. Now, I'm assuming you're doing all of that. Here's how it goes. Thumb underneath there. Third finger here. Thumb under. Fourth finger over. Thumb under. All right, I'll go a little bit quicker now. Eventually, you should be able to kind of do this without really thinking about it, right? All right, I did 3 octaves there. It's the same thing, all right? So eventually, you want to be able to do it so well that you don't even think about it. So practice it right hand, then practice it left hand, right hand again, left hand again, then go really slow, really, really slow for getting that, knowing when to change. right? Slowing down, making sure you change here. All right, that's really important when you put your hands together, right? Now, if you've nailed C major two hands going the same direction, then you probably won't find this that hard because the pattern is the same, even though you're starting on a different note. All right, hope that helps you guys. G major two octaves, and the fingering there all for you, and you can go to everychordandscale.com to check out more, and there's a bit of an app there that will help you find out what every chord and every scale is, so anyway, have fun with that. I'll see you soon. Bye.